After I became a widow, my daughter looked me in the eye and said, either you work or you're out on the street. I was still wearing black from my husband's funeral. The flowers on his grave hadn't even wilted, and she said it with the same voice she used to order coffee. Cold, firm, done. My hands trembled. What arrangement, honey? I asked, still trying to understand. She crossed her arms. You living here? Dad left everything to me. I can't afford to carry you anymore. My heart cracked. I offered her my social security, $800 a month. She laughed. That doesn't even cover utilities. Then she pulled out her phone. There's a job, live-in caregiver. You were a nurse before Dad. It's perfect. I already scheduled your interview. Desperate, humiliated, I said yes. The next morning, I stood outside a mansion with marble steps and gates taller than any pride I had left. Inside, I met him. He was in a wheelchair by the window, silver hair, piercing blue eyes that seemed to recognize me. Mrs. Thompson, he said. Have we met before? I lied. I don't think so, sir. But something about his voice, his gaze, it all made my chest tighten. His name was Mr. Hawthorne, paralyzed, wealthy, sharp-tongued, and impossible to please. That night, I unpacked the only thing that still felt like mine, an old photo album. On page 12, I froze. There he was, Terry, my first love. Me in a yellow dress, him with that smile that once made me believe in forever. He had promised he'd come back for me, and he did. Only by then, I had already married someone else. The next day, he asked me, have you ever been to Millbrook? I lied again. I don't think so. Then he said it. Yellow dress. You always looked beautiful in yellow. That night, I didn't sleep. And in the morning, I told him the truth. He didn't blink. I never married Hilda, he whispered. I kept your letters, your picture, the silver ring I gave you. I've loved you from a distance for 48 years. I broke right there in front of him. I thought you'd forgotten me, I said. I thought I was just a small town girl you outgrew. He reached for my hand. I never stopped loving you. I just never had the chance to say it again. Weeks passed. He asked me to move into the master wing, not as staff, but as his companion. When my daughter found out, she called me a gold digger, accused me of embarrassing the family. But Terry, he stood up for me in every way a man in a wheelchair could. And then he told her the truth. That woman cared for you, sacrificed for you, and when she needed love, you gave her an eviction notice. Don't you dare question her intentions. If anything, she saved me. My daughter stormed out, but I didn't chase her, because for the first time in decades, someone looked at me not as a burden, but as a woman worth coming back for. And when Terry placed that same silver ring on my finger 48 years later, he said, this time I'm never letting go.